Yo, what's going on? Welcome to Phuket Walk. This is Phuket Alex, and we're currently at the Samgong area. And of course, I will be taking everybody for a tour. There we go. So let's get going before I mess that intro up a little more. And yes, we're currently at Samgong. It should be, let me double check, 9 a.m. and it is on a beautiful Saturday morning. And yes, it's not because of my camera, it's very smoky. Just one moment and we'll get going shortly, as I'm just gonna get my chats up. And sorry about the banner situation, I think it's fixed and ready. So hello, welcome to Phuket Walk everyone. Hello Madano, hello Alicia, hello Jazz. And we got a good crowd so far. Hello Juanita. Okay, let's get going. And we were on the trusty monkey right there. And now we'll walk right into the smoke. I think the smoke cleared up a bit, which might help the views. So good morning everyone from Phuket, Thailand. And let's check out Samgong today. I have no idea where that smoke came from. I was just setting up the stream and then I turned around. We might find the source now. But it seems to be normal, as everybody was just looking at it with no reaction aside from myself. So this might be the source. I think something was burning. As we got a friendly wave to confirm that things are under control. I think the smoke came from there. Maybe a small fire, I'm not sure. But let's take a glimpse at beautiful Samgong first. And of course the scenic mountain backgrounds. And welcome to the live stream, Earth Camper, and as well as Hajat. Good to have you. And sorry, Hajat, on the last chat I missed your sign out message. So hope you had a good night that night, of course. And welcome to this live stream on a beautiful Saturday morning at Phuket Island. It's great to have everybody here as we check out the more lively Samgong on a Saturday morning, of course, as everybody has more time to come out and grab some snacks instead of rushing to work. And here we are. This must be good chicken, as we have a good lineup. Or maybe I'll grab some on the way back now that I know. Have to listen to the people. Here's some more morning delights. More like a dessert type, I guess. Local Thai dessert, Phuket dessert. And I did miss some comments that I didn't reply to this morning, as I was just trying to get myself out of the house quickly. And of course, spent a little time with my beautiful kitty, as we'll cross the road now. Just a few moments with my other cat Sing. Maybe I hope to get some videos of Sing, as she's very energetic and playful every day. I would like to capture some good moments with her, of course. But yeah, I think I got out on time today, as 9 a.m. is okay early. Some life here. Wow, crossing this road is tougher than Patong. And it shows that it's still very busy here. at 9 a.m. Everybody getting to work still, I guess. Those who have to work on the weekend. That's a lot of people, actually. Signs at work right now. And hello, Rampret. Welcome to the live stream as I'm trying to figure a way out across the street here. And then we'll get some blessings at the temple. Just a quick walk by, of course. As you know, if you go in, then you have to probably get an incense and do the rituals. I just like to say hello from afar. And then that's good enough. And let's begin our journey, guys. And hello, Peter Bradfield. Welcome to the live stream, and that's the source of the smoke, as we may see some of it now rising up. But it seems like there's a fire squad there, so everything's under control. Maybe just part of the routine. It is, of course, storm warning all across Phuket Island as I still try to run away from the rain. I do have an umbrella with me, and it looks like I'm walking towards the rain at the moment up front. But that's okay. It is rainy season. Hello, Chatty Cathy. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you. As I put up some, well, not for every single person, but whatever I could do that day anyways. There's some new shout-outs, as some of the other shout-outs seem fine. As I was just looking through some of my mod shout-outs, so I've updated some of that with the Nutbot, of course. And one moment as I just take a detour here a bit. Hopefully everybody have some fun with the shout-out from the Nutbot. And hello, Vivian, as well. That's a good lineup of my mods, so it's a good opportunity to thank you to all my mods. Thank you for your hard work and good work at the beginning of the journey. As always, I like to do. And please do feel free to suggest or give me comments when needed, or let me know of any situations. But at all times, feel free to exercise your right and power to protect the community. Thank you so much to all my mods. Cheers to all of you. And of course, welcome Vivian to the live stream. We're in Samgong right now, a rather local area of Phuket Island that I like to walk, as me and San has been recently looking for places to relocate, and Samgong is one of those local places I enjoy. So one of the options here. So here I am today checking it out again on a Saturday morning. The road suddenly ends, all that hard work across the road. Let's cross back. And of course my bot is a bit nutty, so if some of the chats didn't come up, my bad, but I'm working on it. It should be doing this job. It's been consistent so far. It looks like I am walking towards the rain clouds, but let's see how long my broken umbrella lasts. And for my homies overseas, of course, North America, Canada, Toronto, and the United States, it's the nighttime entertainment for everybody. So a early happy weekend to everyone, and of course I hope you're having a good evening on a Friday. I think it's a long weekend over there in Canada, yeah? A happy long weekend to some of you. And Peter, I did get your comment on the song, where I was informed that you had a good singing voice, and I'll be looking at that song as well. Something to do with guitar, yeah. But maybe later on tonight. So thanks, Peter, for the comment, and I'll be getting to reply to your comment. And I will reply to Vivian's first, as members do get first comment reply, but unfortunately I was in a hurry to come out. So thank you very much for your comment, Vivian. And of course, me and Sign. And if Sign hasn't done so, it's just maybe she doesn't know the settings yet, but me and Sign both welcome you, of course, and very honored to have you on the mod team. And I will talk some more and reply on your comment, but of course, welcome. We love to have you, and you do what you do as you do in JS's community. So feel free to do so here as well. And like I said, if anything, and then some, no worries. As I have the three musketeers here, Vivian, March, and Modano. It seems to ring a bell now that it's sounds pretty cool. Has a good ring to it. Okay, we're gonna turn the corner here. If we go down that way, it'll be another area towards another university, but not that much to see. Should I prepare my umbrella in hand first? So this is what I mean by you kind of know if you're walking into the rain. You can see a big black cloud right in front of me. I don't know how good the camera reflects it, but it should show a difference as the clouds in front of me are much murkier. Maybe if I was heading that way, it might be a bit safer. It's still the passing rain type of situation here. Of course, later on, the whole island gets drenched under big storms. So right now, you can still kind of one way or another manage to run away from it. But this time, I guess we're walking towards it. That's fine. As on the last few titles, I put rainy season, hoping to get caught in the rain and give everybody a rain walk. That didn't happen. Definitely cannot tell fate what to do. Yeah, there's the song, The Guitar Man, yeah? It's a tucked in neighborhood. Pretty big neighborhood, actually. Let's take a detour. There's a lot of shops here, actually. We might be a bit early for the usual coffee. I was hoping it rains a bit later. It could rain around 10, then some of the coffee shops would be open. Okay, I wouldn't go too deep. There is a lot of shops, but they're currently still closed. As I might have informed some of you. Unless you're in some tourist location, some of the shops may open earlier, but locally, you get breakfast around like 7 a.m. in some stalls. And then it's 10:30 for all the coffee shops, which has been always confusing to me. I mean, I wake up at 5 a.m., I need a cup of coffee. Okay, one moment as I just prepare a little bit. Looks like we're walking into the rain. Let me scramble a little bit here. Trying to get my umbrella prepared. There we are. That has to do. And we're a bit at the mercy of the equipment and also my power bank of the, well, the original power bank of the iPhone 16 is. Bonehead me forgot to bring out my USB line. But hey, Vivian. One moment, Vivian. Hey Vivian, hope you're having a great night, and thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Definitely appreciate it. As we're gonna walk into the storm and anticipate a rain walk hopefully, and of course I'll be taking everybody to a coffee house and have a cup of coffee. Thank you so much for the coffee support, I would say. Cheers, Vivian. And as I give a celebration and terrific shout out to Vivian's amazing support, another good event has occurred. Welcome Canadian Facility to the live stream. As I'm trying to get my equipment sorted out. One moment. But good to have you, Canadian Facility. As this might turn out to be a rain walk, and why not? I was hoping for one. Let me get my chat back out first. And I didn't get to read Vivian's message earlier, but as intended, for a nice coffee. Thank you so much, Vivian. Absolutely perfect. This might be interesting to some of you. A common sighting here, I guess. It does remind you that you're somewhere else than North America. Because that might be quite illegal, I guess, in some ways. But who knows? What do I know? And we're just currently at Samgong. Just informing those of you joining us on a almost 10 minutes to 9:30. Hey, for an even nicer coffee. That, I guess, means a cup of two or 2 cups of coffee. I definitely probably need to head into the store. Canadian Facility, Destination Travels, thank you so much for the support and for another cup or even better cup of coffee, whichever. I definitely need it because it looks like we probably need a few cups to head into the storm, and hopefully we will get some rain. And thank you so much once again, Destination Travels. And as my nutbot should have done and provided Canadian Facilities amazing channel to travel content. Of course, he has walks, events, meetups, you name it. So go over and check out his different types of contents as well. Don't forget, he has verticals and horizontal types of live streams and videos. Let's take a detour here. So do go over to Destination Travels, Canadian Facilities channel, subscribe, and of course, you're gonna like and enjoy the content, because I definitely do. So let's check out Bangkok Hospital while you guys are checking out Facility site and channel. this is, as I always make a quick drop by here, this is I guess a main part of tourism as well as medical tourism is definitely a thing here, and affordable. Of course, in Canada there's public health care. Rather, I have no opinion, I haven't been there for so long, but in other places, private health care. So this would be one of the private hospitals here that it's available to those who is interested in medical tourism. And Vivian says, when it rains during rainy season, is the rain warm? No, not silly at all. I would say no, actually. The rain's pretty cold, and especially when you're on a motorbike, it's not that warm in my memory, as maybe it might be warm in temperature, but once it hits you and some wind comes and gets you, it turns chilly cold. But that's my experiences usually, because when I get drenched, I just get drenched on the motorbike. So it's freezing in my experience. It does get quite cold when it rains, especially when the wind hits you. Of course, every time when I get drenched, it's not misty rain either. It's when it rains, you're like in a swimming pool here. We might get to see that as we walk towards it. No, but great question. Thank you so much. And the limited knowledge that I have, that I can answer with some personal experiences. So yeah, definitely welcome some of those amazing questions, and adds a lot of vibe and knowledge, of course, that I can share a little, like I said, of what I know to everyone. Here's the base condo up front, reflecting the rain clouds above. Oh yeah, when it just mists here, it's really romantic as well. I do like to walk in the rain as well myself. I don't mind it, actually. Sometimes I just go out and get wet. But over here, when it does rain in rainy season, it's a bit different. Like I said, if it does rain per usual here, my umbrella wouldn't do very well. Hey, let's talk no more, and we'll find out when it does come down, because we're walking towards rain clouds now. Yeah, that could be the case. Staying dry helps a lot as well. As it's a good idea. There is a solution to getting drenched on a motorbike. Of course, a lot of people that need to stay on the road, like such as the delivery drivers, they'll wear raincoats, right? Then you're well protected. Here's a huge property just randomly standing there. But we had a few live streams in the misty rain, and they were definitely comfortable and warm. It's just when it pours here, then it's a different story. And yeah, Steven's definitely right. It could be just the case when it rains so hard, you just can't really stay dry, and that will add to the, of course, getting cold. Oh yeah. Even when it doesn't rain, some evenings in the cooler seasons, of course, you ride on a motorbike, it gets pretty chilly as well. But then again, I'm a type of person that's better with heat. than it is with cold. Funny, because I came from Canada, but then we have jackets back home, right? And indoor has heat, so. But maybe I just adapted over the years, of course. So to me, I'm a bit better with heat still. Wow, I'm just gonna come through here. There we go. Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be a bit challenging in the rainy seasons to arrange some of the live streams, but I'll figure something out for sure. And also, there's a lot of course, indoor and places with cover that we can enjoy all around Phuket Island, such as markets and malls and various other venues. But it's gonna rain pretty heavy soon enough as we approach June coming up. This is, I would call, a transition period where we can still, right now, kind of find some dry spots. Actually, I'm pretty surprised that the rain's not upon us yet as I continue to walk towards the rain cloud. It is a bit humid now. I wouldn't say it's horrible right now though. Perhaps it'll be worse with the sun. The cloud is actually making it alright. Hope the traffic's not too noisy as it's kind of distracting me a bit. Let's take a look at the path we already covered as we hunt for coffee. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of getting soaked either. But as I shared before, probably getting caught in the rain and getting soaked is a authentic Phuket experience. I love actually just misty walks in the rain. Like, they're pretty romantic and nice and cool. And I wouldn't mind getting a bit drizzled on. But getting completely soaked is different, like you as it does occur here. Actually, just getting wet or soaked slowly over time, it's alright. But when it rains here, it's kind of like someone poured a bucket of water on you. So before it rains, this is what it looks like. And you can of course see the dark clouds on the right there and slight sunshine a little bit on the left. And you can always look at the flags to kind of look at how the wind is blowing a little bit. Slightly more chaotic, of course, and stronger when you walk towards the rain. like to jump in a new coffee house this time, as usually I just go to the... Oh, little doggy, watch out. But yeah, usually I just go to the streamer-friendly Amazon Cafe. Oh, come on, doggy. Cross another day, yeah. You crossing? No? Okay. You good? All right. She says she's good to me, so I was gonna help her across, but I think she knows what she's doing. She gave me eye contact, like, yeah, I can handle myself, okay. And of course, she's rather calm there, so I think she's all right. It might be a different one, Vivian, as we're quite far away from the other area. It could be though. Dogs do travel quite far. One moment as my pants is kind of slipping off, my bad. Too much information, but just need to tighten the belt here. I have my battery pack and everything in my pocket, so sometimes it just weighs everything down. There we go, let's go. Yeah, I know, Canadian facility. I thought I was helping out, and she was just like, not today. Hey, Flick Hunter, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Samgong on a forecasted to rain all over the island day. I'm actually looking for it, asking for some rain as I got my umbrella prepared. Let me just get us out of the noise first. Oh, here's one of the cafes I think I was checking out. Sorry if I was just pausing there. It's a bit early to go in though. Let's try to walk a bit more. I mean, Flick just joined us and I think he's looking for a walk. But back to what I was talking about. Welcome to the live stream, Flick Hunter. Good to have you. We're kind of walking towards the rain cloud. But one way or another, I have been really skillful from staying dry, at least on camera. Last time I went to Phuket town, it was dry until I said farewell to everybody. And then it started drenching. Peter. Well, I'll be off screen anyways. Don't want to scare anybody now. Let's hope my trusty belt stays functional. We'll be all right. I might regret the decision not to hide in that cafe, but hey, we're a walking channel. We're not about just hiding. I'm sure we'll see another cafe along the way. Oh, I feel a little bit of drop now. Everything with love. Cool. Yeah, I always love the tropical plantation vibes here. It's so nice. A lot of palm trees, coconut trees, and many different variations of plants that I would never be able to name. Sorry if I missed some chats. Who's the green guy? I'm not sure. Oh, on the restaurant. I think it's just a restaurant mascot that they came up with. I mean, I think it worked. It caught our attention, and I knew what you were referring to right away. We made eye contact there, and I didn't want to get in his way, so I went to the front. Making eye contact is really important crossing the road in Phuket, Thailand, I noticed. Oh, there's a cafe tucked in there. Anybody want to shout out a vote? Cafe or keep walking? Unfortunately, I can't do pose on the phone. Yeah. Sure. That's it. Yeah, I know. What do you think, Canadian Vasily? Good to see your name back to normal as well. Should we go to the cafe or head on forward? I'm sure there's other cafes. This one looks cool and it's tucked in there. And we'll listen to Vivian. Let's keep going. I think she's right. The rain's not too bad yet. That is our usual Cafe Amazon though. But you know what? Let's keep the walk going, as I think we can hide from the rain a bit later. Let's walk by this time. We're not going in. Okay, I'm gonna put my phone away. Just get my umbrella out, as I don't think my gimbal is even water resistant. That'll do. Hopefully, anyways. Now, I learned quite a bit of technique from watching Johnny Stride and Ken continue fighting with umbrellas. So hopefully, I gained some skills and experience just through watching. And I think this is another private medical clinic. There's plenty of area and places for medical tourism here as well. I think both points are valid, and let's get both. Whoa, Phuket walk, and I guess unavoidably you have Alex here, so we'll Phuket talk as well. As I'm as chatty as Kathy, so we'll get the chatting started. But let's walk some more first, and let's see if we can experience some nice rain, because you know the winds feel like it's happening. It's giving every single signal except the rain. Probably I'm the only one asking for it on the road right now. Oh yeah, so Metro Atlanta will be joining us with some storms as well, eh, Peter? Hey, no worries. Lurking is always welcome. Just, hey, relax, enjoy the content, Peter. No worries. And of course, hope you have a good night and stay dry and stay safe from the storms. It's small misty rain right now. No worries. I'm more concerned about my gimbal than myself right now, so it's okay. I mean, if the gimbal fails at this point, it's a good reason to get a new one. I'm always looking for some sort of excuse to upgrade equipment, but I guess getting a microphone, that would be... See, the microphone part is the hardest, as I'm looking for something that's suitable for bike riding too. So eventually I might have to give in and buy one of those helmets that has microphones in it. Because right now, every time I rewatch some of my streams, I just don't like the bike riding part where there's too much wind noise. It's a bit ridiculous. Hey, another coffee house. Sorry. Take my phone out. Go there on the lefty. The Pun Thai coffee. That might be a good spot. One moment. Let me check a few things out. It's alright, I still got some energy. Let's walk some more and enjoy the walk first. Okay, Canadian facility. You have a good night. And thanks for the support, of course. And if anything, we will be heading to a coffee shop for sure. I think I'll be crossing the road to loop back to that one, actually. So I guess you can check out and join us for coffee when you wake up in the morning. Yeah, bro? You have a good night and hope you have a great day tomorrow. I'm just gonna cross the road here and loop back to that coffee place and enjoy a nice cup with everybody first. And I did get 2 cups of coffee today, so if anything, we can go to a second coffee shop again, yeah? Hey babe, once again, just because Canadian Facility is sleeping, his channel never sleeps at Destination Travels, so go check out his content and his videos while he's taking a nap, and you guys can, of course, a lot of local viewers here can enjoy it during the day. There you have it as well, so stay tuned for those 2 live streams coming up. So check out the channel, subscribe, and we got 2 awesome shows coming up tomorrow. A big day and a hard day's work, of course. So hope you get a good night's rest, bro, as it does start to rain. And I don't mind it, but we're gonna get a cup of coffee. I'm sure the rain will persist. But if anything, if you guys are looking forward to storm and rain walks, I think in a month or so I'll be doing some monsoon walks with everybody once I figure out how to plastic bag my gimbal, I guess. But hey, everybody finds a way to make it work, and I'll DIY it myself too. Here we are. It looks like a proper nice coffee place. That's food and all. It does call itself coffee. All right, then let's go. Why did Phuket cross the road? That's a good one, Peter. And I think that would always stand true why I cross the roads. You know, Vivian, I think you just might have stumbled on the best invention out there. It's the rain jacket for the gimbal. As there's very few waterproof ones out there, which makes sense, I guess, to have some. That's all right. I mean, if it gets that bad, then I can always handheld it, but I want the experience enjoyable for everyone else. One moment, we're gonna head in instead of me blabbing. Ooh, air conditioning is definitely on. Now it feels like winter here. Like, it just dropped to 0 degrees. Sarika.
ครับผม
Seems complicated what they have. And there are 3 air conditionings here. Wow. Sarika,มีอเมริกาโน่ไหมครับ
อเมริกาโน่รับเป็นร้อนหรือเป็นเย็นดีคะ
อเมริกาโน่ร้อนครับ
อเมริกาโน่ร้อนนะคะ
Okay, one moment, everybody. Just getting an Americano hot. Very suitable for the occasion, I think. And I can definitely drink 2 cups of that, as the hot is smaller in terms of liquid, but more kick. Kokunka. Oh. Yep, of course. Kokunka. Hey, they got a numbering system. High tech.
ถุงเดียวนี่ใส่เป็นถุงหิ้วเล็กอ่ะ
Here's some snacks as well. And they do have combos too. I've never been to this place actually, so it's a new experience for me as well. I think I'm gonna sit by the window as I like the outside scenery, but let's check out the indoors here if you're into more. Indoor seating. I'm just gonna enjoy the tropical weather. Well, kind of. Still air conditioning, but here we are. One moment, please, as I get everybody settled down. And if you're in the Samgong area, of course, Kun Thai coffee. Nice. Yeah, thank you, Kathy. This is new to me, so it's a nice spot. And it's good. I think last time we went to a more local vibe type of place in Phuket Old Town. So this is slightly designed more modern. As I scramble to find my, here it is, stand. Here we are. Yeah, they have combos too, not too expensive. As you can see up there, there's a set 1 with the ice Americano, which is 75 baht, which is, wow, which is like $2 or less for a nice sandwich and a coffee. So yeah, good value here. And it's good. I like to visit different types of cafes as I get to showcase different types of setups here. And we go to Amazon quite a bit, and that's like a franchise big brand. And of course, we ventured into tiny shops before. So this is more of a local brand, I would say. And the value is definitely there. Let's try their coffee first. Lots of very fashionable umbrellas. Okay, here's my big head. Let's see if we can get a better view of cafe action as well. Here's some of the stuff they have as well. I know it's turned around, but that's 39 baht, which is like $1 or something. Yeah, welcome to Bun Thai Cafe. And thank you so much. Of course, we wish a fantastic day to the Canadian Vasilian as he's having a good night. And thank you so much for the coffee, Vivian. Cheers to you, and I'll give you that cheers right away. But here's a prop for that. I had a quick cup of coffee at 7-Eleven as it's my choice of convenience. And especially this early, as I mentioned, we don't even have cafes opened up that early. So 7-Eleven is always the option, but it's hit and miss with 7-Eleven, depending which one you go to. And it's okay coffee, but it's not the greatest. So it's not as great as a coffee shop, of course. So this is a real treat. And the rain is very misty right now. I was actually expecting a little more for storm warning. There's been a storm warning all over the island for the past 2-3 days now. So. Oh, let me get my chat back up. Whoa. My audio works. And do let me know if my audio is aligning with my, is syncing with the timing of my lips and all. Sometimes the audio timing is off, and I can fix that, no worries. Alex, I will give a piece of advice before I leave the chat for the night. All right. One moment as I bring up all my chat stuff. See what that is, Peter? Thank you, Madano, for letting me know. I was just checking myself as well. Hey, thanks for the news update. That's great news, right? Everything has changed like in a blink. The Leafs won, go Leafs go. And that's, what's a celebration? Thanks for the update, Haj, on the good news. Wow, I think the city of Toronto will be buzzing now, yeah? And a great long weekend at that. And like I said, you don't have to be a huge hockey fan or anything. I mean, it's just what it does for the city, right? It brings people together, that positive energy, uplifts the whole city, you know what I mean? It's just a great, wholesome event, I think. Of course, especially with the win, yeah. Hey, Peter! Hey, that's great advice. Listen to both Breed songs, If and Guitar Man. I was looking forward to listening to Guitar Man tonight, and I will definitely listen to If if that. So thank you so much for the 199 super chat, Peter. And yeah, you make sure you have a good night, of course. And tonight, I'll give myself a good night listening to those two songs. Cheers, Peter. Thank you so much. And for all of you that has sent me support today, that's Vivian, Peter, and of course, Destination Travel, Canadian Facility. Appreciate it. And every cup of coffee I appreciate, of course, as it empowers me. It helps me out, you know, gives me energy, and you guys know I love coffee, so it means a lot to me, and thank you so much, everyone. And of course, anything extra will go right back to the channel. If not, just buying some cat food for my lovely Sing at home, who needs probably a more senior diet now, so she'll get an upgrade. It'll be nice. Hey, here's my thing. It works. Here we are. Maybe the ringtone should have been a little bit more friendly, but Phuket Thai. Cool. And once again, cheers to everyone that's supported this podcast. In the moment of truth, of course, Americano is the best of test coffees. Pretty hot. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it does the trick for sure. Cheers. Cheers, Juanita. Well, cheers to everyone, of course. We're coming along, and we'll get the walk started, no worries. Let me warm up a bit first. Funny thing to say, eh? So, that place does get cold. I think it gets more indoors than it does outdoors. As even during rainy season, nobody really gives up on the air conditioning. It's still on. So let's check out the cafe first, as we might have had enough of my big head for now. Nice cafe here. Hey, first class, welcome to the live stream. You're just in time for coffee time. As I just turned the camera away, but here, we're at Phuket Thai Cafe having a cup of Americano. Welcome to the live stream, good to have you. And we're in the Samgong area. Currently 10 a.m. and perfectly on 10 a.m. on a rainy, cloudy day. But I would like to use the term romantic day. So welcome to a nice romantic cloudy day on a Saturday morning, first class. Good to have you. I realize the glare, but it does look pretty cool on camera. I'm just gonna leave it there for a second. Oh yeah, no worries. Thanks for dropping by, and of course grocery shopping is more important. Gotta get food ready, right? But yeah, good to, you can join us for a cup of coffee. Here, let me get my big head up. So I say hello everyone, and welcome first class, and cheers to everybody that's with us. Thank you, Vivian. That's so kind of you. Well, I'll try to adjust the streams a bit earlier as well, because I do notice if I start a bit earlier and things aren't open yet, we can do the walk first, right? And walk into like the hour mark before we hit a cafe or whatnot. So Yeah, definitely can work that out. I did come out a bit earlier today already, but seems like traffic has disagreed a little bit with my timing. But once I relocate, me and Simon, and it'll be a lot easier to control. Then I'll be able to start a lot of my streams earlier. As I wake up around 5 a.m. usually anyways, unless I have like a long night. So I wouldn't mind, of course. I actually would love to do some like sunrise streams and whatnot. So going forward, I'll plan to do at least the morning streams a bit earlier. And of course, try our best to have more evening streams. As I plan one tonight as well. Let's see if we get an evening stream, locally evening. That would be morning overseas for some of you. As that timing is suitable for the world audience, like North America and Europe and Middle East. A lot of countries are more awake than sleep during the evening hours here. So yeah, I'll be adjusting a little bit going forward, of course, with the new growth of the channel as well. But first things first, we gotta relocate first, and everything will get so much easier. Yeah. Yeah, it's different, right? When you have roommates or people you're like chilling with, you get to. I used to stay up till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. just watching kung fu movies with my roommate, my rental buddy for many years. And that's something we did, like a tradition. You know, we just watch it till we like doze off and fall asleep. But when you're alone, you don't even notice, right? Like it'll be like 9 o'clock and you dozed off already. Yeah, so hopefully this is good late night entertainment as we get to spend some time together as well. For some of you that's trying to fall asleep, I'm sure my voice one way or another would annoy you today. Yeah? Of course, it's not all about my annoyance. Beautiful Phuket offers a nice vibe before sleeping. And I'm sure the cloudiness, the romanticness will soothe the day's stress. Yeah, hey, gloomy day in Alberta as well, eh? I guess we're sharing the same mood. Of course, Alberta being way up north compared to where I am at the equator, yeah. Equator weather is a bit more humid, I would say. And I guess the only difference is it's a bit drier in Alberta, I would imagine. In humidity anyways, yeah. But of course, when it's wet and cold, it's different than dry and cold. It's a different sensation. Yeah, me too. I do love the smell of rainfall. Actually, that's how sometimes I know the rain is coming. You can technically smell it actually for reals. Yeah, that could also be a difference. As First Class says, I need a sweater and you're in the tank. Yeah, God bless, Vivian. And yeah, that does happen, right? As I was actually at the beginning of this walk, I was thinking, should I mention some of the feelings I've been experiencing? And I thought, oh, it's already a rainy day, you know, why make it so blue? But it's part of life. It's not about just highs and ups. I think it's definitely a positive thing as well, as I'm also still going through the motions. Something like that happens and, you know, someone kind of just, something that's there all the time and is not there suddenly is a big life change, yeah. So definitely can change a lot of routines in life, as my routine has been a little bit flipped upside down. Can't seem to get good night's sleep. My other cat helps quite a bit as I wake up, and my other cat comes over and naps with me and helps me actually through the night and gives me a normal day. But without that, I think I'll be my sleeping patterns might be all over the place. Yeah, we're going through the motions together, of course, with different experiences. But hey, we're all walking, I think, in the same walk path of life. We're all friendly travelers. So thank you so much. What I'm trying to say is everyone for being here. You know, just sharing your own experiences. Just letting me know that it's okay to sometimes go through these, of course, humanistic things. And I'm not saying these things are good or bad or whatever I was trying to say earlier, but more like we all go through these motions and it's part of life, and I guess it's easier to go through it together than walking through it alone, yeah. Yeah, Vivian, thank you. And I often say here, hey, we never walk alone. Let's walk together, whether metaphorically in the path of life or just every single day, just trying to escape from daily life's stress, yeah? We'll walk through it together. Yeah, you have a good night first, last. Good to have you drop by. And hopefully it brought you some good vibes for sleeping, of course. And you have a good day tomorrow. And we'll see you again, of course. Have a good one. I think the rain has definitely started. I'm halfway through. Sorry if I'm taking a little bit too long. I was just going through the emotions and emotions today. Oh yeah, for sure, Vivian. And I'm kind of like that. Yeah, I have very few close friends, but if they're close, they're really close. But even those few, they have their own family and their own lives. And of course, they're very busy, as we all are. Yeah. But sometimes, you know, it's really important that now that I'm more isolated, you know, I did move away from everybody and all my friends from Canada for about 11 years or so. Yeah. It's harder to find someone to tell things to, you know what I mean? Even back then, I would just jump on the phone and give my buddies a call. But nowadays, you would just kind of wait a few days, you're not sure if they're busy, and so on and so forth. So, no, I agree with you. What I'm saying is just being able to talk about it and mention it, and just being here and drinking a cup of coffee. I feel so much better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't do so well at home, you know, just sitting there. And I would love to spend more time with my other cat, don't get me wrong. Like, when Sign's home, I think it's quite alright because the whole family's there. But you know, it's hard, yeah, sometimes. You just want to talk to somebody and tell somebody what's up. And you're right, once you get it out, and just knowing other people understand, you know, you're just walking together, you know what I mean? And it makes everything better, yeah. And like I said, it's not all about feelings and emo. I learned a lot from this. You know, lessons I relearned. It's not like I didn't know life was short. You know, my mom passed at the age of 45. I'm 43 this year. So for me, it's a strange experience, as I can now definitely feel, you know, how old she was or how she felt at the time. Because, you know, she passed away when I was 19, a kid, yeah? So I look at my mom as someone that's different, you know, as a teenager, and she's an adult, and all those classifications. In real life, you know, what's so different? I feel quite the same. And I'm sure my mom felt quite the same as she was 20 years old. And now I'm going through the motions, like I said, 2 more years, and, you know, too short for her, God bless. But yeah, so just It's been a strange few years, and I'm so glad I started the channel, like I mentioned a few times. Or else I'll be just bumming around, or perhaps just going back home, which is not too bad, but probably going back to a normal 9 to 5 job that I wouldn't enjoy. So it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing that I get to be here, talk some crap, if that's what you call it, for lack of a better word. But, have a conversation and share my life experiences, and of course share everyone's life experiences together. It's helped a lot. I wouldn't imagine how me and San would get through this part, especially with John leaving recently. Yeah. Thank you so much, if anything, and cheers to everyone watching. Hey, it's one of those sappy days anyways, right? I think the weather is so we can have brighter days on some other day. And some heartfelt talks and conversations for this cup of coffee. Why not? Thank you, Madano. You are. Oh, wow, Vivian. Hey, cheers, Vivian. And hey, that's amazing. Wow, 82. And you keep going, of course. Healthy and strong at 82. I was born in the year 1982, so that number definitely I could remember. '80 babies. Oh, age is just a number, Vivian. We love having you here. And like I said, me and Simon are so happy that you joined us as a mod and you're part of this community. As we can see from the JS community, hey, it's amazing. You're doing a great job, always fantastic. And I think the most important was also, ever since I said hello first day in the community, you've been so kind and always so welcoming. You and Marge from the beginning, right? And of course Madano now, right? So like I said, it's great to have all three of you, the three musketeers. That's a crazy question, Vivian. If you guys didn't know, I grew up with a lot of people more mature than me as a kid. As I loved my grandma, and unfortunately I left her at a very young age, and I didn't get a chance to see her again. So when I was growing up, I would always go to the community center and play ping pong. But many people didn't know, I wasn't really there for ping pong. I just loved the company of a lot of people that are older and, weren't like kids in school, because at the time when I first played ping pong, I was what, 15, 14? And I'd play every day with those old men. And those old men and old lady were the ones that made me into Toronto champion. So you think about that. I was high school champion for a good 4 or 5 years in downtown Toronto. So yeah, there you have it. So, and I had great times, great interactions with everybody. Age is just a number. And of course, I had a lot of great friends as well. They taught me a lot about life. And like you said, we're just going through the motions at different stages. You know what I mean? And of course, we're going to have different perspective at different levels and different stages of where we are. But aren't we all just friendly travelers walking the path of life here? So cheers to 82, and keep going strong, good health. And of course, we always welcome having you here. Oh yeah, I got my butt kicked by a lot of older people in ping pong. Taught me a lot. Of course, eventually I got some professional training and all that. That's later on. And like, hey, Dog Mama, cheers. I've been thinking about you. Yeah, we were just talking about how everyone is just going through different motions in life, whether you're having a happy vibe. But hey, some of us today here, one way or another, due to the sappy weather. Let me show you the sun in my big head. some of us are going through some more emotional vibes. As I was just mentioning to everybody that, you know, my whole family, me, my cat even, I assure you, my other cat and my wife, we're still going through quite a bit of grieving, of course, for our cat. And I wish it was that easy, of course. If, you know, a few episodes of me telling everybody and that goes away and I'm back to my usual self, jumpy. But it's not like that, yeah. Some days it'll just come back. So we'll get talking in the rain instead of me just relaxing and having a good time here, because we are a walking channel. I'm done. And I'll get us back out there in a bit. As it's 10:18 locally, so for a lot of you overseas, it's well into nighttime and maybe towards midnight. So let me finish up the coffee and we'll get us back outside to nature. And then of course we'll continue the conversation. But yeah, I've been thinking about you, dog mama, and we're all here for you, and of course for me and whoever needs it as well. So good to have you. Just relax, enjoy, and I guess let time do the healing, yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Okay, let's get going. Thank you, everyone. That was perfect. Just what I needed. Okay, I'm gonna take one phone slightly offline in terms of my chatting phone, as I'll be relying on the on-screen chat a bit. Let me see how I'm doing on battery. We look good. Whoa. See, that wouldn't be very smart. So, good reminder to always double check if you left anything. Especially if you're streaming live. I think it's self-serve here, so let me get rid of my garbage. Oh. And he scores. Okay. I think I got all my stuff. And I got you guys. Thank you. Wonderful cup of coffee. Wonderful place. So check it out. Khun Thai coffee. Had a great experience as we head back into the rain. Yeah, we're all going through the same motions as, of course, to us and to many. They're not just pets, they're family, yeah, that's been there for us every single day. So, not easy at all. I'm gonna cross the road just to be safer, I think. But here we are, we're in the rain for a nice rain walk. As it's forecasted to storm, I think I think the weather's been absolutely friendly and kind to us. But if anything, let's walk together, as we never walk alone. Me and Sign are also at that stage where we know our other cat is also 10 years old. She just turned 10 in April, end of April. And of course we wish her well, as cats often live to 16 years, and if it's a miracle, longer, 20. So we anticipate and wish that, of course, but we've been adjusting and changing her diet and taking her to the vet just to ensure she has a better chance, of course, of doing so. One moment, just changing some of my stats here. Okay. Yeah, I agree, definitely. I always called my Jang and Sing my daughters. But in fact, they're my best friend. Love of my life, you name it. Here we are, we passed by a private hospital earlier, as we're gonna swing by a public one now. You might see a different vibe, of course. This looks more like a hospital, while the other one looked more like a hotel. Oh, this is cockpit. Okay, as I make a go for it quickly. Oh, he's stopping for me for some reason. Thank you. It was my way though, so that's good. Looks like a rainy day for all of us, whether we're overseas or here. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. The only girl I care about has gone away, looking for a brand new start. But little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. And after my horrible singing, my viewership might be dropping now. I hope not anyways. Let's keep going, guys. Well, I guess lucky for the two that missed it. But for those of you who are used to it, of course I always just break out in song randomly. And why not for this rainy occasion? And of course, thank you everybody for enduring that and enduring the rain with me today. I'm having a wonderful walk despite its gloomy appearance, but I feel quite warm and absolutely positive and happy because I'm here with everyone. So hope you guys are enjoying the walk and having a great day, of course, or a great night, depending on where you are. And once again, thank you. Thank you for coming along. A huge gym there. Too early for it to open? I'm not sure. But no one is exercising. And hello, my beautiful wife, Rome Wasain. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. As, of course, she's very busy at work. But thank you for joining us as we are enjoying the rain a bit with everyone. And of course, looking at the scenic mountain right there. Of course, the tropical Phuket Island offers such vibes. So let's enjoy the scenic backdrop. And of course, the local feeling that this area brings, Samgong. No one breaks out in song while walking down the street. Well, you can let them know that people still do that on YouTube live stream, all thanks to me and others who join me, of course. Yeah, I'll be safe, sign, no worries. As I'm recharged on energy after great support today for a couple of cups of coffee. So I still have one more cup saved for you. And of course, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for the gifted membership from Madano and Chatty Cathy. I have taken the time to update the outro, as my last one didn't look very good, but it needed an update anyways. So I've updated the outro list to reflect it. Hopefully my banner works. If anything, I'll one way or another figure it out. But yeah, thank you so much, as it's a very important, of course, part of the channel to grow our members. So definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I actually enjoy musicals. The Wizard of Oz was great, and many other wonderful ones. It's a hard luck life for me. Just showing you guys that little contrast there, as buildings in the front and your backyard's a jungle. Of course, it's quite common here, I guess, on the island. Yeah, singing in the rain was a good one. And yes, a very local neighborhood, as sign suggests, and informing us there's a lot of public schools around here as well, adding to the convenience of the local population. More options to choose from. Whoops, one moment as my umbrella is falling apart a bit here. Okay, we're good. And sign says this is a school. Right now. Well, no school and no children on a Saturday today, so everybody enjoying their weekends. How's that work? I guess that gate was there. I don't know. I don't know. What I know. That's funny. Interesting. There must be a reason why there's a gate there. As we're heading in the direction of Phuket Hotel, and that's a motorbike taxi waiting there by the bus stop. And motorbike taxis here are really cheap, of course, depending on the location, but much reduced price from compared to the tuk-tuks and other methods of transportation. Of course, that is if you're willing to take the ride that's slightly more bumpy or adventurous, for lack of a better word. Yeah, that might be a thrift way to go. For transportation, the motorbike taxi is also available around the island. Letting everybody see that's what I gotta jump over right now. That's normal. Or maybe I can sneak in here. Maybe. Might be a safer path. Let's do that. Is it safer though? Huh. Is it safer though? I guess I'm safe. So since it's not pouring down, let's get us up there for a nice view. And of course we can see the forecast of where the rain is as well. Rain is down there. I think it passed us. And that's Phuket Old Town there. Now I'm even getting a bit hot now, as it's forecast at 30 degrees, but maybe with the humidity and all, probably about 32, 33 feeling. Not too bad, but definitely building up a bit of a sweat here.
Chova Market may be closed by the time you arrive.
Well, I know that. Okay, let's head down. Maybe this way. Sign says, "This is my old hood." Brings back some memories eating around here after school, as Chatty Cathy enjoys a moment of my struggles, I think. Let's keep going. Looks like we're heading back into the rain, which is fine. My umbrella has been doing an okay job. Can't complain. Ten minutes to 11 a.m. here locally on this Saturday morning. I would say light rain morning, very romantic, as it was a bit gloomy before, but now the sun decided to join in. Yeah, that would be the moment I was referring to too. As I often debate with my map and ChatGPT about many things. The AI argument. Usually it's just me screaming at it. What? Okay, I think the rain might have passed this section. I might be able to put away my umbrella for now anyways. It looks like we're heading towards it again, so I'll keep it available Okay, sorry. Sorry about that. I assure you'll be more stable now.
Turn right.
Okay, Vivian, thank you for joining us. And of course, thank you so much for the support and the cup of coffee. And you have a good night. And yeah, we'll continue to walk and hopefully give you a great morning as well as we continue on. Thank you so much. You have a good night, Vivian. And as I mentioned, I would do my best to adjust the streams to start a little bit earlier, as I want them to start a bit earlier as well myself. Once we relocate, that should be easy to arrange. So thank you everyone for being patient, and of course for those of you overseas like Vivian, just enduring the night with us and enjoying the late night entertainment program as we continue the walk. So let's keep going, guys. Of course, thank you everyone for joining me, as we had an interesting one so far. Started out with me chasing the rain, and then we're right in the rain again after a nice cup of coffee. And now it's building up some humidity and heat as the rain recedes, and of course now there's plenty of humidity left for me to enjoy. And you would expect to see these types of scenes and sights on a more local vibes and parts of the island, as this is what I feel anyways, the most representative of what Phuket looked like, and culturally and historically wise anyways, as it offers a beautiful local island vibe. Different types of designs and buildings and architecture, combining of course with local tropical plantation and weathers, giving us this wonderful walk so far. A bit steamy now in terms of humidity and heat, but hey, never stopped us. Talk about a narrow walk path. And I think we had a cup of coffee at that building, as it's a cafe, I think. Or the cafe is next to it anyways, but it's all part of the same property. And we had a cup of coffee there before on the live stream. Not today, maybe next time. Yeah, there's sign with some of the info. When the sun comes out, even more, it gets pretty steamy. Hello. Hi. Oh, not too long. I have cat smell. Oh. Have a good day. It's not so much I have cat smell. It's more my cat gets all freaked out when it smells other animals. So I tend to avoid petting them. So my kitty back home is happier. Whoa, all sorts of traffic sneaking by here. Just gonna make sure we see each other. Holy crap, this is weird. There's one. There's two. My turn, I think. And I was saying earlier, eye contact really matters because what rules was there? Who has the right of way? Who knows? Just as sign said, walk where it's safe. Great advice from Rolling with Sign. We're passing by the Phuket Provincial Police Office, or quarters. And I believe this is part of their building as well, Operations Center. Looks like we hit the 2-hour mark on this walk, which is perfectly fine as we spent some time, of course, at a coffee house. So let's keep walking and keep going for a bit. As it's currently 11 a.m. local time, 1 hour before lunch on a Saturday, steamy now, hot morning after the rain, as sign informed that pretty much steams up from the floor once the sun comes up after the rain. But I'm still comfortable. Just get a bit misty and sweaty, I guess. But a good workout so far, as long as I avoid the traffic to keep myself safe. Of course, let's cross the road first. And thank you everyone for joining us. Locally, Asia, Thailand, Phuket, of course. We're currently walking around Samgong in more of a steamy weather, like I mentioned. having a good time. And of course, for those of you overseas, thank you so much for joining the late night program. And of course, hope it's a Friday night, so we'll go a little bit later. And walk a little bit longer. Some of the tropical vibes just to my left. As the backdrop here always offer a really nice scenic mountainous footage here and vibes. A great scene, I love it. As we don't have a lot of mountains where I came from back home. Toronto, of course, that is. We do have Lake Ontario, nothing to do with mountains though, yeah. Phuket Technical College, as I definitely feel the heat at this moment. Perhaps the clouds are clearing up now and the sun is behind me. Hey, hello Lee, good to see you here. And good morning to you as well, or whatever timing of the day it is now. But certainly right now it's still morning, 11 a.m. here. One more hour before noon lunchtime. Welcome to the live stream as it's steaming up a bit after some misty, cool, romantic rain. But where's the sun now? I think it's right above me now. I don't know if you can see that, but I can't. But hopefully it offers an idea and a glimpse of some of the warmer conditions I'm experiencing now, as it was quite cool earlier with some clouds overcasting. Maybe because I've been walking a bit, but it definitely feels a lot hotter actually and warmer than before. As there's some drops of rain with accompanied with the sun now. And welcome Kurt, good to see you bro. I was just letting Lee know where we were, and Samgong that is, on quite a early morning adventure I would say, but it's 11 o'clock now as we've been walking for a couple of hours. Had a cup of coffee earlier, and now instead of the umbrella, I'm just taking a lot of the sun. Forecast at about 29 degrees, feels about like 33, 34 now, or 35 even. Let's keep going. And despite my blabbing, welcome to the live stream Kurt, and of course welcome to the live stream Lee, as we're going to check out more of Samgong on our way back. And Samgong's famous of course for being a local area I mentioned before, but also famous for many food stalls that offers different variety of Phuket local food, delights and comforts, yeah. As I can show you some pictures here, we're not going to bother them for too long because we're not ordering. Some of the dishes available, and definitely unique to Thailand, these dishes, and Phuket. So Samgong has a lot of these actually, a lot of local stalls and good foods of all different sorts. And yes, as we were just talking to Sign, do go over and support Roam with Sign and subscribe on their channel. Thank you, Kurt, for the link pull up. I gotta start talking now as I'm pretty sure that's copyright music. So here we are, and I'm sure you don't have to endure this for too long as I'm walking pretty fast and we're away. Here we are. But please do go over and help Sign out, as I think she's stuck on the number 23 or something, 123 subs for Sign. So please do help her out. Hey, 24 would be nice, and anything more would be even nicer. But hit that subscribe button, enjoy the content, and just give her a boost so she can grow to perhaps 500 within this year. That would be a nice thing to achieve, I think. As of course, she is very busy and needs to make a lot of time in order to make some content. So definitely appreciate her efforts and appreciate your support. Hello, Kathy. Glad is daydreaming and not completely fallen asleep yet. But this would be the channel to do it. To daydream a bit and, of course, enjoy the talk and walk together. Yeah, maybe. I'll see if I can set a song or musical that YouTube would find okay. I'm always worried that when I start my tune in musical, they might catch that instead as well. But it seems to be alright, as I often burst into songs for a few lines. But yeah, that's a good suggestion, Steven. Hey, boom! Welcome to the live stream. As me and Chatty was letting everybody know, Thailand is the place to daydream. So welcome to a rainy daydream day, and a daydream walk, I would call it, as we've been having a good time despite some gloomy weather's on the start. Now the rain has passed us, and the sun is shining, and we're all just relaxing. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everybody for being here as we explore a little more of the Samgong area. Let me put away my umbrella, as I don't think I need it for now. And then I'll be able to open up my chat in case I miss anything, of course. Curtis, full of good ideas. Next thing you know, you'll see my channel or another channel of mine called Phuket Walk, the musical. How did I manage to lose my chat there? One moment, I don't step on this puddle. I'm safe. As I often mention, good to have you here always, Boom, for the late night program. As I know you enjoy some late night entertainment, as the mornings are very busy for yourself. So welcome, Boom. And Muzzy, of course. let me check my chats in case I missed anything. Oh, there's a pet hotel here and pet taxi as well. Temporary closed, but it's available on the island. And I think that's a boutique hotel or just a straight up hotel. But of course there's accommodations here in the Samgong area, although not being known for being touristy, of course. I think that might be a hot spot, but definitely I've seen boutique hotels here. Yeah, that might be a Chinese hot pot place, restaurant. As a fool me for being a boutique hotel. Good renovations, I give it that. But of course a lot of the condos and whatnot are available here as well for those of you interested to stay in Samgong, as I'm looking for a place perhaps around this area. As Lee says, a cup of coffee wouldn't be too bad now. I'm sure Alex already had his third cup. Now we only had one today, but I'm maybe saving the second cup for Sai, as we do plan to do an evening stream despite a few failed attempts. That we want to do one at the market this weekend for sure, and tonight would be a good time to do it. And yeah, so just gonna maybe save that cup of coffee for Sai for now. Or perhaps a mango juice as she likes. But we have plenty of walking left on the way, so no worries. A lot of Samgong to enjoy on the way back. And yes, perhaps the second cup of coffee might occur due to the celebration of the Leafs though. Boy, do I change my mind quick. But yeah, congrats to the Leafs. Big deal, of course. That would definitely brighten up Toronto's weekend. Long weekend, that is. So congrats and go Leafs. Seems like the real Leafs team showed up tonight, yeah. There's an interesting local setup for a restaurant. But hey, open concept cooking. Noodle house it is. Hey Kathy. Hey Chatty Kathy, thank you so much for the super chat as I chose the cat background for us. Thank you for the support and the super sticker $1.99 for number one, I would say. Go Leafs go. Thank you Chatty Kathy. Cheers. And always appreciate you rocking the member stickers. And I'm gonna rock it with you. And thank you so much for the support, Kathy. Let's keep going. And let's keep daydreaming. Some local vibes. I'll bring everybody in one day in some of the local style settings and chicken, as I enjoy them actually myself quite a bit. Just today, slightly on a tight schedule, so let's enjoy Samgong first instead of my own ambitions and temptations. And these are some of the noodle house and different dish stalls and restaurants I was talking about, available all over Samgong. We'll be passing, and we did pass by quite a bit. I'll just showcase this one here in particular. Has great design. Well, look at that wallpaper in there. Wow. I don't know, but I remember those big foam fingers. And I guess Game 7 is on Sunday. Well, that's a big game. I think every sport loves their Game 7. It's one of those do or die situations. And do pay attention to Boom's. Despite Game 7, he'll miss the third period as he's going to ministry concert at Drake's new club, History, where I will be streaming the concert. So do pay attention to Boom Productions and check out Boom Productions' site, of course, and channel. More channel than site, my bad. Do check out Boom Productions' channel as well and stay tuned for that live stream. And feel free to share your channel or link to the stream anytime, Boom, no worries. If anything, everybody just look for my nut bot above. Should have popped the link somewhere. There you have it. Stay tuned for some live concert action from Boom Productions. Despite the Leafs game being on, I'm sure everyone can still enjoy some good music in the background, especially if the Leafs are winning, yeah? I think I might have to cross the road as there's no walk path here all of a sudden. What happened? We're doing just fine and then the road ends. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look, there was a walk path up to a point, and before I even noticed, what walk path? And there's the link, everyone. So go check out Boom Productions and stay tuned for the live stream to the concert directly at the link. And be prepared for a loud experience, as concerts should be, yeah? And cheers to Chatty Cathy, of course, for the super sticker, as I'll be signing some snacks tonight with that. As she deserves it, of course, after a hard day's work. So a nice drink and a nice snack for sign tonight, as we attempt to go streaming in the evening. She's still at work right now, so most of the time, of course, is being able to get enough rest for Sai mostly, as she works a pretty physical job. I wouldn't say physical in terms of job description that she's management level, but physical as in she needs to get around to various places, and there's a lot of walking involved. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to doing an evening live stream tonight, if anything. Here's everybody getting ready for lunchtime. That looks good. As it's almost 10 minutes to 11:30 locally, and half an hour towards lunchtime. Everyone's setting up, I think. I just like the contrast here. We'll just do a nice slow panning for everybody to see as we go from some of the scenic mountainous views to a condo here, just snuck in between here. Chatty Cathy, thank you so much. One moment, I'm gonna pick another good spot for us. And I always say, gifts of all gifts, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Oh. Let's go for graffiti this time for our background. Hey, Chatty Cathy, thank you so much for the support, and of course the gift of all gifts, the membership gift to Intruder Alert Captain. Thank you so much, Chatty Cathy. And of course, welcome to membership, Intruder Alert Captain. As I had an opportunity to see you on Henry's live stream at Toronto Tech in Transit, the one where you guys took the beautiful train together and had a meal on the train down by Windsor over there. So good to see you on that stream, and of course good to see you becoming a part of the Phuket Walk family. Thanks, Chatty Cathy, for the gift and for the gift. Let's keep going. Thank you, Kathy. You're spoiling me today. And Kathy says, feeling sleepy, you gotta get some Z's, which is rest, I assume. Or Z's, sorry for screwing that up a little bit. As I got to get up early tomorrow. Thank you, Chatty Cathy. You have a great night, and thank you for all the gifts and support, and of course super chats and whatnot. I feel great, and thank you for joining us, and I feel excellent that I was able to show you around Samgong on a little bit cloudy, rainy. We have a mixture of everything, don't we? Hopefully all that add some positivity to your night, and of course you have a great day and good morning tomorrow, Chatty Cathy. And once again, thank you so much for all the support, and thank you for the $5 super chat. We're nearing the end up front, but we'll say goodnight to you a little bit early, as you may be able to catch this on the replay in the morning. food. Hey, Intruder Alert Captain! Welcome to membership. Good to see you here in the chat. And what a great way to start watching. As I probably started watching you before you entered our channel, depending on timing. As I was mentioning earlier, I had a chance to see your live stream with Henry, Toronto Tech in Transit, as you treated him a wonderful meal on the train ride. So I really enjoyed that. It was a great opportunity, of course, to see you live on the live stream in person. So good to have you here. And welcome to membership. We're currently at Samgong right now, nearing noon lunchtime. 11:30, I would say locally, a few minutes off on a Saturday morning. It's all warm now, and I wouldn't say sunshine, but a lot of warmth and humidity as the rain has shied away. But I was glad it was here to accompany us earlier, as the mood was definitely fitting. But now we're slowly concluding the walk as we do our victory lap, I would say, but not ending yet. Has plenty of Samgong to enjoy. So welcome all for coming along. Of course, good to have you here. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot as well. I remember I was having, was it wine or beer? But one or the other that night. I definitely enjoyed it. To a nice meal. It was great. Kind of felt like eating with you guys along the way. But good times, yeah, on that stream. And of course, it was a very unique thing to see, as you know, we don't generally get to get a glimpse of that beautiful train ride and a meal, of course, on the train. So a very unique dining and scenic experience. And before Chatty Cathy goes to bed, she does a very important task to remind everyone to like and subscribe, and of course enjoy the content. It really helps the channel if you press that like, as we may be able to get more viewers, and of course subscribing really helps us grow, as we've been growing steady together. We just passed 1,000 recently, and of course that's all thank you to everyone. I mentioned it about maybe a few hundred times, but the first thing I need to improve is the audio, especially on the bike rides. I did over time test out a few wireless and USB mics. It just didn't work in its favor. So I'll keep on at it, but I'm sure I'll find something for the motorbike rides. We'll take a quick detour. So for those of you interested, this is your local neighborhood and vibes when in some of these tucked in streets here. And of course, Samgong is a quite local area, not touristy at all. Unless you're an expat, then you'll know your way around here, as it's a location for many good local foods, and of course a local residential area packed with public schools and many things for the family, and of course the population in the area to enjoy. And here you are, a good mixture of buildings. As you can see, a really fancy Bangkok hospital there, and some of the shops and residents. I think this may work. Alley detour, let's do it. And the fabulous moments of Muzzy. Welcome to the live stream, Muzzy. Hope your paws are ready to go today. And welcome to Samgong. as we're doing slightly a victory lap now, nearing the end of the stream. Hey, always good to have you, Muzzy. It's Samgong, this area. I might have spelled it wrong in the title. Who knows? It might be my fault. Shandong might be a province somewhere located in China. We're currently in Samgong area, located in near Phuket town, next to Katu. I would say slightly heart of the Phuket island, if not center, closer to the center of the island, is where Samgong is situated. And of course, Samgong also is the location and host for the famous Chilva market, night market. As we haven't visited Chilva for a while, so I'll be looking forward to take us there to enjoy some vibes soon enough. And more local residents. We were here earlier at the beginning of the walk, but shops weren't open yet. It doesn't look like they're any more open now. In these parts of town, I guess local businesses take their time. 12 o'clock would be safe for a lot of businesses to open, and for food and restaurants 10:30 would be a good time to expect all of them to be ready. But they're getting ready right now for lunch. Family business, what I love to see. And let's take a look at some of the path we already traveled. A very scenic one with a nice mountain backdrop. Speaking of audio, I just had a comment from one of my viewers on even one of my 4K videos suggesting that the volume was a bit too loud, and I would agree actually. The natural microphone and audio of the DJI Pocket 3 tends to amplify a lot of noises and surrounding. Good at picking up ambient sounds, but not so great, I guess, when there's multiple sounds in the background. It kind of picks up a mess of everything. And once again, I'll be waiting for this ambulance to pass first. But the first thing I need to improve is the audio, and I'll be looking forward to doing so. Just give me a little bit of time, as Phuket Island don't usually have a lot of accessibility to tech, as I need to order it online. So just be patient and I will get to that for sure. House nicely kept in terms of historic vibes and the original outlook, I think. Very unique designs there. Yeah, you're right, Boom. The DJI mics aren't the best in terms of how do I put it? Well, it isn't the best of the wireless mic. The mic 2 isn't the best for the phones, as it's not very compatible, and the noise reduction doesn't do well when I pair with the iPhone. Aside from that, what you mentioned, you do have to keep it slightly more away from yourself, slightly lower, I guess, from where you're speaking to have a better result. So either way, I'm looking for something different, as I do have the mic 2 and has not served me well. Hey, you're right, Steven. That was a moment to break out a tune. But perhaps it was across the street. I think we're still all right. I gotta think of what we're gonna sing first. Kurt has a different idea of what breaking out the tune means. As I should break out some rap. In West Philadelphia, born and raised, the playground's where I spend most of my days. No? Local snacks. Ooh. I actually had some of this at the same shop before. I bought some last time. They were delicious. Different fillings, as you can see, and for those of you into deep fries and something savory, oh yeah. Pineapple, pumpkin, and if you like meats, chicken. There's even coconut filling, shrimp and tuna for those of you who are into seafood. And vegetarian, there's beans, custard, and taro. Yeah, these are more like, yeah, they're like buns or tarts. Oh, then hey, that's a good coincidence. I hit the money with that song. And let's cross the temple again, as I thought I had a pretty good day actually. I was anticipating some storms, but it gave me some light romantic rain instead. And of course, I wasn't sure if I had enough energy to come out and stream today, as I have a slight knee issue bothering me for a little bit now. But hey, I walked it off apparently, so I feel great that I came out. So let's go to the temple and perhaps give some thanks as I attempt to make my way across safely. And I'm just gonna give my respect in the front, as if I do go in, I should purchase incense and have to take off my shoes, so let's not bother anybody, as I just want to say a quick thank you for today's wonderful walk. Oh yeah, intruder alert, Captain, as it's very fun to ride around. Usually when I start my streams, I started with a ride down to the location first. But recently I just was quite bothered by the audio and the wind noise. So this stream I didn't do it, as I just wanted to take everybody for a more peaceful experience. But yeah, if you're up for it, next time we'll be eating some wind soon enough. And we'll be riding the motorcycle together. And just one more glimpse at the temple here. Right now the video for the riding is okay, not too bad. It's just when I want to have some conversation with everyone on the rides, and it's a bit difficult. So looking into helmets with a microphone lately to fix that. And of course there are times where there's too much wind and just eating wind, and the wind ambience isn't too enjoyable. But once again, thank you everybody for your patience, of course, for just enduring the growing pains, as we're still a new channel. But we will get it done, and if not, I'll get it to perfect, or close to it, yeah. Making sure we're safe, as the walk path is a bit taken up. Let's walk by the Chilva market, as I usually don't cross the street because it's closed, but hey, why not take a glimpse of its glory anyway during the day. And I assure everybody we'll be at the Chilva market on an evening stream soon enough, as I look forward to bringing everybody to visit Chilva soon. And here's Boom sharing some tracks. Sounds good, as I always love good music of all sorts, in all languages and all over the world, all types and all genres. Here's the famous Chilva market. Of course, it's not open yet until the evening hours. But then again, who was featured this during the day? So let us take a view and a glimpse of the Chilva market during the early hours. Alright everybody, I came out for a Samgong walk, as I wish to have a chat and of course experience some local vibes in a local part of town while chasing some rain. So we definitely got both, as we were able to have a nice romantic walk through the rain with everyone, and of course enjoying some of the local island vibes. And thank you so much everyone for being with me, as I had a wonderful experience. I'd just like to say a quick thank you for those who has supported me today. Of course, thank you so much Vivian, Canadian Vasily, Peter Bradfield, and also of course Chatty Kathy for the super chats and also the membership donation. And of course, welcome Intruder Alert Captain as a Phuket Walk member. think Sign is aware that I'm having romantic walks with everyone, Kurt, but I'll be sure to include her next time. Maybe later on tonight or in about 6-7 hours in another stream. So hope to catch everybody on that one. Thank you everyone that supported the channel today, and of course thank you so much for my new members. I'll be signing off, but of course I do usually have a special message. So for now, Saudi Cup, Saudi Ka, and I will catch you later. And please do stay tuned for the outro music. One moment. As my banner may not work, but the music should. I'll fix the banner after everybody, but thank you so much for just a wonderful walk and of course spending some time with me, as I needed everybody today. I wasn't feeling so good, and last night and the beginning of the day, as I lost quite a bit of sleep, missing my dear cat that has just left us. But thank you so much everyone for all the support, and despite a gloomy day, it turned out to be a positive, wonderful walk with everybody. And of course, thank you everyone that's old, and welcome everyone that's new in terms of our members, subscribers, and viewers. Hope everyone enjoyed this one. I'll be seeing everybody shortly, like I mentioned, in a live stream perhaps with Rome with Sign. Until then, take care everyone.